Data access governance of internal information can be critical for regulatory compliance, fiduciary responsibilities to your clients, or simply to prevent unnecessarily sensitive information from being too broadly shared within your organization. It's a tough challenge for a lot of teams because finding the information, understanding what it means, really understanding whether or not in fact it's overshared is a big challenge. And we've tended to solve that challenge in the past by using rules or regular expressions to automate the process of finding suspicious data. Or asking our end users to help us out by tagging the documents for classification purposes or managing the permissions on their files in an appropriate way. Neither one of those two ways has really been very satisfactory, and that's one of the reasons that we created the Semantic Intelligence Platform. It's an autonomous system for data access governance that goes out and uses artificial intelligence technologies to understand the data that you have in your organization at a meaning level, at a content level, and then assess whether or not that information is being overshared or handled inappropriately. It's an autonomous and continuously operating system so that you're always able to capture the benefit of what's going on and improve your data access governance, and especially for internal data flows. So I'm going to show you that task today. We're going to take a look at how to use the platform to create some automatic classification tags on specific files and to adjust the permissions on some specific files to, again, ensure that you're controlling data flows internal to your organization as well as you possibly can. So I'm going to start by focusing on these 44 files that the system has found that include overshared private client data. And so this is in the internal controls category. I'm going to click into those files, and they're in finance. And you can see with the red circles, they do look like pretty sensitive files, right? I've got investment term sheets, I got acquisition term sheets. These are things that potentially contain private information that you might not want to let everybody within the organization see. And in fact, if it's a financial organization, you have some regulatory mandates to ensure that you prevent insider trading by keeping access to this type of file away from the folks who are doing equity trading, for example. All right, so before I dig into the remediation, I just want to show you one real quick thing here about the different locations we brought this data in from. Again, one of the real benefits of this system is we're giving you this content-centric perspective. We didn't start with a finance folder and find the files there. We basically went and scanned all the connected data stores and brought all that information into a single place so you can work with it and remediate it right here. Of course, if you've worked with user-sponsored data, user-managed data in the past, you know that these files can find their way into some pretty unexpected places, right? You can see salary information in all hands folders or trading documents in a variety of different places that you really didn't expect to find them. So this is a tremendously valuable capability to have in your arsenal to be able to pull in this data and look at it regardless of where it happens to be. All right, so let's get into the remediation step. And to do that, I'm going to create a policy. And again, I'm going to create two policies here. I'm going to do one that adjusts the classification tags on the files and another that changes the permissions to prevent the sales traders from seeing these this sensitive information. So let's start off with the classification. So I simply go up here and grab one of these classification categories that have been ingested from your existing category management platform. It might be MIP or another platform that you use to manage classifications. I'll hit done here. And then I'm going to add one more action on this to define the permissions. And again, one of the things we wanted to do was deny a specific team or organization access to these files. I'm going to do that here and apply those new rules, these new policies onto that data. And now those 44 files have been tagged with the proper classification tag, and their permissions have been adjusted to prevent their being viewed by the inappropriate and inappropriate group. So I've managed to meet some of these compliance mandates very quickly and do that in a way that didn't require me to maintain rules or ask my end users to participate in managing this data. So this sounds like something that could be of use for you if you've got maybe not financial files, but other types of files you want to control on an internal basis. Give us a call. We're at concentric.ai. and we'd be happy to set up a demo with you, hear a little bit more about the data that you're charged with managing, and see if we can help in terms of improving your data access governance posture. Thanks again for watching.